We are certainly in a very interesting situation with our economy, and this apparently people aren't sure if we are in a trade war yet. Guru, are we in a trade war, and what products do you think would be severely affected in the United States?
I don't think that we're in a trade war just yet, but certainly things with China are heating up fast. It seems like every day we're going to kind of one-upmanship here. So if we go back a little bit, President Trump took the first steps in this, basically saying he felt that there was a significant trade imbalance with China and that he wanted to level the playing field by imposing tariffs on China to the tune of about $50 billion worth of product. China came back and said, well, we are now going to put tariffs on $3 billion worth of product. Then they turned around and upped it to 50 because they felt they needed a level playing field. Now the president turns around and said, oh, we're going to add another 100 billion to that. So what's happening here is something, quite frankly, unprecedented in modern times anyway, that you have a president that refuses to back down. His beliefs is that China not playing by the rules, and he is going to do whatever he has to do to bring China to the table. You know, it's not with China, King. It's important to note that it is not just about they are putting taxes on our products at a much higher rate that we have been doing to them up to this point. It's that China has been stealing our intellectual property, and there's a cost to our country for that, and certainly the businesses as well as the government that are developing things through technology that China hacks in and steals. So somebody has to do something. We've talked about it a long time. Nobody's taken action, but Donald Trump is going to take action. So if ultimately this turns out to be a trade war where all these products are ending up having tariffs on that, which in effect are taxes, what is going to be affected in the United States? Everything, King. Everything is going to get more expensive because this type of trade war is going to trigger inflation. So the real issue here is, does China really want to take it that far? Ultimately, I think President Trump is trying to bring them to the negotiating table. I think he will get them there, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because the president is not backing down. I think he is handling this as he handles all his business matters, and that is he negotiates hard and then he backs off later to make a deal. Let's see if that's the style he maintains in bringing this to a conclusion. That's what he's been doing so far.
Right, and Guru, really nothing new from Donald Trump. He's been talking about the trade imbalance for decades.
Yes, he has. He's just following through.